So who stands to benefit from the possible outcomes for Senate control? My next guest is here to say which sectors could win big if the GOP retains control and which would be better off with a Democratic sweep. Joining me now is Chris Senek. He's Wolfe Research Chief Investment Strategist. And Chris, it's very interesting to juxtapose what you're about to say with what Elon just told us. So for instance, tech has been one of the industries pouring money in on the Democratic side of the race. However, under what you're saying, tech could actually do better if the GOP retains control. Explain.
Yeah, indeed. Tech stocks have been one of the biggest beneficiaries of the prolific Fed liquidity that we've seen since the COVID crisis began. And if the Dems win both seats, expectations will rise markedly for a big physical stimulus program. And that big physical stimulus program benefits, we think, some of the more beaten up areas of the market, and in particular value stocks, regional banks, because yields will likely back up into spending concerns and higher debt. And so, and furthermore, potential tax increases could cause investors to sell some of the biggest winners since the pandemic began.
So let's go through this one at a time. We can show what you think are the outcomes here if the GOP holds the Senate. For investing style, you think growth. And again, I think some of this would be counterintuitive to people. If you say if the GOP holds the Senate, the investing style is growth, rates are range-bound, the sector winners are big tech, managed care. Yes, or the oil sector makes more sense. You say, on the flip side, if Democrats take control, and you were just alluding to this, then value wins. The yield curve steepens. And regional banks, those could do better. Yes, green energy, electric vehicles, a little bit less surprising, but, explain what the difference is here.
Yeah, it's really the toggle between physical policy and the Fed, right? So if, as your prior guest alluded to, if the GOP holds the Senate, they're going to be very stingy in terms of physical stimulus. They're only going to do it if they really need it and the economy slows. And so who's going to make up for that will be the Fed. So the Fed, we think, if the GOP holds both seats or one seat, will likely upsize their asset purchase program sometime in the first quarter. That favors the bubble type high valuation growth stocks led by the NASDAQ 100. Healthcare will be a relief rally because there won't be any big changes with healthcare, in particular managed care. On the other hand, if the Dems take both seats and we have so-called blue wave, we expect expectations for physical to increase markedly. Yields are likely to back up. Steeper yield curve benefits regional banks. There'll likely be an infrastructure bill at some point, or they'll be part and parcel of a bigger bill. Green and clean will work as well as part of that. And, people probably will sell the traditional energy refiners and stocks that are up into higher oil prices today.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.